You're listening to official podcast of Club Melayu. Kau biar betul kau tahu apa nak buat ni. Hey guys, selamat datang ke Club Melayu Podcast. Wah, okay, this is the first episode. Alhamdulillah, I think it's a good step of direction lah. Okay, basically why I make this podcast Kenapa The Club Melayu? Okay, nama I wanted to go with actually nama dia Teh Tarik Podcast, but it's very common lah, as you know. Mana-mana pun ada Teh Tarik Podcast lah. But one of my favourite drinks is also Teh Tarik lah. So basically I was trying to make Teh Tarik Podcast, but then when I search through Spotify ni semua kan, ada banyak juga. So I decided to go simple. And then I'm also leaning towards berbual Melayu. Kalau nak berbual English memang pecah lah. Tak payah cakap lah. Mungkin orang dengar pun ingat aku bual macam rojak lah. So I think it's best we just stick to our mother tongue and we talk, kalau boleh Melayu lah, but of course we can mix with English lah, no problem. Okay, what is the goal of the podcast? I think the goal is to have a good community lah among each other. I mean, in general, you know, banyak podcast sekarang ada banyak Melayu kan. So basically there's a lot of like, let's say cerita hantu yang podcast, cerita yang sembang-sembang, cerita yang infertility, quite a number of podcasts. But I think mine is mostly on anything related to you guys lah. I mean, this podcast is more towards you guys, so I'm open to every suggestion apa korang nak. So can be anything related to health issues, mental issue ke, atau one moment you wake up malas nak pergi kerja, tu pun boleh jadi isu apa. Kalau selalu penat, you know taking public transport is so susah nowadays because ramai orang, you know, naik MRT lagi sampai sempit. So I think it's just what are the thing that we face on a regular basis lah, on everyday going to work ke, whether you're schooling ke, working ke, part time ke, full time ke, kerja van ke, kerja anything lah. I'm not downgrading any work lah. Basically rezeki tu masing-masing, and semua ni ialah rezeki. So I don't judge or condemn anyone lah. So right now I am opening YouTube and Spotify. Like I say, kita semua boleh communicate through you can email me lah at clubmelayupodcast@gmail.com. So it's simple spelling lah. Club, you know how to spell club, CLUB, Melayu podcast@gmail.com. So you can just share me stories of your life experiences ke, holiday that you've been to ke. Maybe I can read out to this podcast lah. I know I'm also opening I'm open to actually to, even if you want to send voice note pun boleh. We can listen together, you know. But of course we treat each other with respect lah. Try to be nice lah, not to be over the line lah. So at the moment kan, the podcast right now that I'm saying about this is actually a good what do I say a good experience for me lah, personally, because I think not only we can tag to our life stories, our experiences, you know, our hardships, We can also make each other better lah, hopefully, by listening all these good stories, and one day learn from it lah. And also, like I say, this podcast will be meant for you guys, community kita ni. So especially now, puasa nak dekat, December is coming, lagipun 2025 is ending very very soon. Memang sekejap lah. Pejam belik dah sampai pun end of the year. So I don't know what to expect for 2026 also. So I guess most of us is like that lah. You work or you school, and those, I'm sure budak-budak pun baru habis sekolah kan. So holiday, and what are the plans for holidays and semua. So yeah. Okay, so I think I want to share a bit about a story. I think in general lah. I mean, I'm just saying that sometimes I just want to share stories about in Singapore in general. Maybe we can start the topic by in the first episode by discussing about working in Singapore generally. Okay, this is a topic yang very simple, but then there's a lot of there's a lot of issue lah. I think mainly because, okay, if you're talking about married couple, sometimes we got to ask ourselves, cukup ke if both couples dapat minimum wages? Example, I don't know what minimum wages is. That's entirely up to individual and the married couple. But okay, let's say we put a guideline minimum let's say each of you earn 2.5k 2.5k each, dah bawa balik 5,000. And we are referring to, if let's say you tinggal rumah bapak baru kahwin, for those yang dah kahwin, dah lama kahwin sikit, maybe dah ada rumah sendiri, so you have your own houses, you might have you might have a bike, you might have a car, expenses, grocery, and then also if you have a kid yang baru beranak, so all this, for me lah personally, there is balances that you can do with a work around with the total salary that you have lah. But of course, we all being manusia, any salary that we have pun kita kata kita tak cukup. I think this topic is quite interesting lah, because nobody can say that it's enough unless duit tu jatuh dari langit. You memang rezeki you memang banyak, so no problem. You can even work alone and provide for your own family. That is also a good thing lah. But then in Singapore wise, dengan inflation, I think maybe you can save a bit if you have vehicle, by going to Malaysia and buy groceries there. It's much cheaper, but I wouldn't say it's that cheap nowadays, because barang pun dah naik. And nowadays you heard I don't know if it's still true, ICA pun cakap you cannot bring few things in Singapore, like minyak ni semua. I'm not sure about that lah, but you don't have to quote me. You can just double check on the website ke atau social media lah. Yeah, so like I say, 5k total wise, if that's the average of a Singaporean couple, I mean I could see why our fertility rate is not, our birth rate is not that high lah. I think couples are more cautious on getting, on I'm not saying on getting baby lah. I'm just saying that they are more family planning lah. It's also challenging kalau kita, as you know lah, individually, whether you're a guy or a girl, you have your own things you want to buy lah. But of course, as a guy, you try to put aside, as a family man, you put aside all the things that you need to be taken care of lah. Basically, your wife's nafkah, example, your bill, and then your what else? Ya, bill ni semua, pakaian ni semua. And then that's if kalau cukup pun you have extra, of course. And then you have your own vehicle, example, motor ke, kereta ke. Minyak pun dah mahal nowadays. I would say 50 liters on minyak, most likely around 100 plus, easily 100 plus. Unless you want to save, pergi Sinopec je lah. Sinopec yang kat mana, Woodland ni semua ni very very murah lah, ada discount. But minyak dia a bit how would I say, minyak dia a bit questionable lah, because minyak dia cepat turun. Okay, so like, you can let me know what are your thinking towards minimum wage in Singapore. Whether if the workplace that you're working at is actually increment dia macam mana, like how do you cope with, because some people I heard especially my wife she has like 1 or 2 years that dia tak ada increment, and then she still stayed because of course lah, I mean kita pun malas tukar kerja kan selalu. So just because you just don't get salary increment, you just want to change everything, then you have to back to square one, kan jadi malas. So she just stayed. But I think it's more relatable to everyone else. Some people don't have increment. Like I remember my first ever job I got pathetic lah, honestly. Tapi I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to hinakan rezeki yang Allah bagi. No. But I think it's just because I'm working as a third party company, so I'm sure the main company paid them a budget lah. So they have a certain budget, and that's where I understand a bit lah. When I dah kerja berapa tahun, then I really understand that, mostly the main company will pay you that allocated amount, and then you have to, as a third party company, dia pandai-pandai lah bayar employee. But then there'll be a fixed amount for certain education ni semua lah. So my first salary after first year contract habis, increment about $27 tak salah. Yeah. And that was like how many years ago about, let's say 6 years ago lah, I would say. Yeah. My salary is not much back then. I was earning maybe berapa 1.8 je. Nak sampai 1.9 pun susah, because my workplace tak ada OT. And 9 to 5 lah basically. I'm still working 9 to 5 now. But back then mana ada work from home. So it was before COVID. COVID ni case. So I guess I remember when I go for internship dulu, gaji 400 je. So nowadays I heard internship, even NS I heard now more than 600. So that's fortunate enough lah for them. I mean, of course lah, you must go with the times. When the time, like the future generation wise, budak-budak ni semua yang akan naik, diorang pun nak kena earn a living kan. So 400 dulu, my NS pun dulu dapat 400 for the first 3 months. Macam mana earn a living? Tu pun dah top up card, Zlink card, $80 yang bus dan MRT tu, you will left with what? 300 lebih. 300 lebih pun kalau ada bill handphone. And if you don't have Cognon, okay lah, you can still enjoy, makan. Other than that, not much you can do with that amount. Nak cakap dating, jangan cakap lah. Dalam satu hari boleh habis. Kalau if you go for movies, you can go for beli popcorn ni semua costly. So I guess this topic that we share today is about more towards sederhana lah, being sederhana. Kadang-kadang we know our spending limits. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm also guilty of spending beyond my means. And for sure I'm still learning. And just because I talk over this podcast doesn't mean that I'm knowledgeable, or maybe I'm I have a lot of wisdom and knowledge. No. I'm just as humanly as macam korang. So I mean, we can still share, we can still learn from each other, and also we can also like I say, share stories lah. I mean, what are the frustrations that you're facing through in life, in general, not just in Singapore lah. Maybe if you're Malaysian ke, Indonesian ke, wherever you are, I mean, you can still share stories with me. We can still talk about it. Also, yeah, no problem. I mean, like I said, this podcast, I have no expectations. I'll just want to, free as possible, talk to you guys, get to know each other, and hopefully, kita maju ke depan lah together. Yeah, so lah. Dah cakap-cakap dah 16 minit ni. Okay, so yeah, like I say, I think with an average of, let's say, 5k in a household pun maybe tak cukup lah, honestly. But like I say, even if you go groceries in overseas, you can still save money. But then tak semua ada kereta, ada motor kan. So if you are spending in Singapore, tu pun very hard lah. And really, even I myself don't keluar hari-hari makan luar. My wife will cook. So I'm so lucky lah that she's also working and also cooking ni semua. So at least we can save a bit of money lah. So that's where sometimes as a couple we can try to work things out lah. Budget wise, I think I cannot say or determine. That's up to you guys lah. But then of course, if you can cari rezeki lebih, cari lah. Kerja part time ke, atau if your work can OT, go ahead. Because kita tak tahu kan hari hujan macam mana. If you can save money, then we can save. If not, then try your best lah. So yeah. So I think today's topic is more likely just a simple, casual topic, just on everyday life. I think it's just mostly kerja, or maybe your experiences. So like I say lah, I hope that you guys can share me your stories to my email, clubmelayupodcast@gmail.com. Lagi sekali, clubmelayupodcast@gmail.com. So I'll be posting over YouTube and Spotify, and actually a bit more info about overall why I also buka podcast ni semua is because I will try to venture out to self-employed lah, if ada rezeki lah, insyaAllah. If other, then most likely one day I will try to go to self-employed. So but at the meantime, I'm just like you guys lah, kerja. So I'm at 95. So yeah, but no expectation. I'm just going through the flow. InsyaAllah, kalau ada rezeki, ada, tak ada tak apa. As long as I'm still enjoying what I do, I think that means okay lah. That's fine by me lah. So yep, I think that's all I can. I think we will share today. I mean, like I say, korang share lah story korang via my email, and then we can we can talk about it. But of course I will continue to episode 2 lah. Most likely we'll share a bit more lah. I think next episode, I think we can still talk about what are the things that maybe we can tap on. Maybe we can tap on, korang nak talk about infertility ke, I don't know. We'll see how we can talk about it. Or we can also talk about jiran-jiran ke, macam mana jiran korang, bagus ke tak. Like my jiran is fine lah, no problem, Cina and some Melayu, tak kepo lah. But I heard stories that korang not korang lah, as in general, I dengar lain yang podcast, jiran-jiran kecoh, you know, tak respect macam privacy, you know, or maybe depends lah. So itu nasib jugalah. And then most likely what are your future plans. Example, rumah pun most likely kita apply BTO. So what do you go for? Like nowadays we can talk about houses also. How much is the houses? I mean, I can share sedikit sebanyak lah. But of course nak pergi nak lebih lanjut, pergilah dengan orang yang lebih pakar lah. I can just share a bit lah, because I also have a bit of experience, but not so much lah, in general aja. So yeah, so like I say, kalau boleh share to my podcast, I mean like and share, you know. Boleh korang ni lah, sebar-sebarkan lah apa podcast ni. And for those listening in YouTube ke apa, please like and share and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one.